Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur, and I'm well aware that I let myself run out of videos and went a couple days without having to post one, without posting one. I also forgot to get control up yesterday in time. They're both processed, and so by the time this video, this video will go up about this. No, this video will go live later because I have some videos for Amalur that I just hadn't posted. Anyway, we are in Amalur, and nope, quests. We're going to go ahead and do this, and do the main mission for a bit until it says to go to Thrythlind, because that mission will end up in this city. And then once it tells us to go to Thrythlind, this is an inn. Then we're gonna go around the plains of Arethel.
Is the general still in the cradle of summer?
She is for as much good as it'll do her. But the cards don't lie. She'll never get that door open. Fate says it's so.
Oh
Yes.
dear.
Well, then I suppose we'll just have to change fate, won't we?
She's talking to a Fate Weaver.
You with that Docklefar woman? Well, between you and me, I think she might be a bit off her head. That's what the cards say, at any rate.
Yep, you're
Peasant
a Fate
travels.
Weaver. That's interesting.
Thank you for coming all this way. I don't know if you heard that, but it sounds as if General Talar is still here in exile.
Why is she
For
in
all
exile?
but losing the fortress of Melsenshire.
Oh dear.
Long ago, Talara led our forces, but then the Tuatha produced a foe she could not best. Her forces barely survived the retreat out of Cluracan. Many blamed her for the loss, to have built up hopes so high, only to have them topple. That was Talara's crime, and she has paid for it, day after day. You're as quick as ever. Talara is in the cradle of summer, banished from the battlefields of Melsenshire until she can atone for her past. According to the Fate Weaver here, she seeks an artifact from Ural Tusk that might break the siege and aid our forces. But she cannot do so alone, for poor Talara is fated never to succeed. That is where you can help.
Interesting. Okay, let me ask about this.
In a hidden valley, northwest of the plains of Arethel, the ruins of Ural Tusk lie undisturbed, as they have for many centuries. What Talara wants there is beyond me, but I trust her, even if it goes against my better judgment. Last I heard, General Talara was somewhere in northern Arethel, searching for a way to turn the tide of the war. I think she took a squad to Ural Tusk.
I kind of wish they were...
You should be just what the general's looking for.
Yeah, because I can adjust fate. There's a quest over here.
Isn't it a glorious day, as if Helios himself warms us with a smile? To what do I owe this courtesy? I only have a few moments to spare. The Godstorm awaits my return, and
Godstorm?
it doesn't like to wait.
What is the Godstorm?
Why, the Godstorm is the greatest event that our fragile world has ever witnessed. It was a battle, a conflict between Fae. They call it the Withering War. That's why I relocated to Emer to complete my book, the definitive work on the subject. The village is nice enough, quiet, although the new arrivals give me no peace. Sadly, I lack the last few resources needed to tell the full story. The works of the famous scribes Ewald, Dalston, Callas, and Wildfrold. Gone. I was so close.
It's a little bit... presumptuous to call it the definitive work when it hasn't even been written yet. Definitive work is something that other people declare, not yourself.
My advice to them would be to gain some perspective. Villages grow and burn. There is only one event that is worth our attention, and that is the God Storm. Of course, I don't typically prefer the company of others. Take the leader of these refugees, for example, Master Elrod Edmund. Gruff, coarse, not a pleasantry in sight.
Right.
I was born in the city of Rathir, an orphan of the Wending. One day, I stumbled upon the Scholia Arcana library, and I found new life in the ancient books.
Well, good thing for you didn't read the wrong book and end up possessed by some ancient spirit or some sort. But when has that ever happened?
It is not in the Fae's nature to fight. The summer and winter courts have existed in harmony since the beginning of time. Leave it to us mortals to ruin a good thing. 500 years ago, the Summer King Issa and the Winter Lord On broke from that pattern and fought a battle here on this very plain. The land carries the scars.
I think you'll find they were fighting long before humanity, off and on, long before humanity showed up.
It is a good place to find the peace I need to complete my work, although the refugees have certainly slowed progress. I am not one for the cacophony of any kind. I don't know how the Fae in the Cradle of Summer can stand having us so near. Our mortal din is far too distracting even for me.
I do love the way the facial expressions work.
I have never laid my gaze upon it. Such a thing would not be proper. I am a dustling, a child of death. The Cradle of Summer must not be sullied by my taint. They are lost to the ages, I'm afraid. Minds such as Awald and Callus are rare. I suspect that their works have been spread across the plains.
Okay.
Athene's wisdom be yours.
Well, we're going to end up helping him with his life's work, and hopefully it'll turn a little bit... Oh, there's another quest over here. Now, the problem with these quests, some of them will, you know, level for us, but a lot of them are going to be up in the general story, in the general area, and we're going to be a little bit high level for them by the time we get to them. We've done a lot of the we've done all the faction quests. We've done one of the main story quests that's in this continent. Most of the main story quests that's in this continent. So we're a little bit high level. I think that's the staff. Is it an accessory? It is. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, we're a little bit high level, so we're not likely to get much benefit out of doing the quests, but I kind of want to do them. And
this is a nice village.
If I had this to do over again, I probably would have tried.
Help me, please. I've been robbed. The rogue stabbed me, made off with my belongings. Last, I can't believe I lost the amulet. Damn, Freeman. We refugees are an easy target. There's little we can do to defend ourselves.
You've sprung a leak.
It came from the cliffs. A bandit, I think. Stabbed me in the back, then made off with my satchel in his hand.
That's not coming from your back.
Smile on his face. My mother's prized amulet is gone. A kind woman's last gift to her devoted son. I am in no condition to give chase. Will you help me?
You're lying.
So I am. What of it? My treacherous partner stuck me when my back was turned. First he nicked me, then he nicked my bag. Not like it matters. If you bring that amulet, I'll pay you for it. It's that simple. Mine or not, I intend to have that prize.
How are you still standing?
Not professional bandits,
oh, God.
Exactly, but sly enough to cut a living out of this dried and dusty wasteland. You never know where they're going to strike next. It was an item of much sentimental value. It had a name. The Ear of Barnabas. No, the Eye of Sunspar. It was something ridiculous. Haven't you heard? The Tuatha have moved raiding parties inland. They've sacked homes all along the coast. Farms burned, whole families killed. Those of us that have survived are moving west, hoping the Summer Fae will provide a safe haven. The last hope for the hopeless.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
They should be ashamed of themselves. With all they have, the least they can do is spare a little extra for the dying. We're not bad people, just unlucky. Don't insult me. You know damn well who I am and what I've done. I'm surprised Immundus's wrinkled old head had enough sense left to tell you.
Who?
So, old Immundus knows what happened. Well, I don't have the amulet. Gelt does. He took it from me. In exchange, he left his dagger in my shoulder.
Who?
Hurry. There isn't much time.
You're a little bit weird. Okay, gotta remember, in this game, sprint is control, not shift. I suppose I could remap that. Oh. Guy, this is not to your benefit. Oh, I cast the heal. Didn't mean to cast the heal. Let's see which one we want. I think I want this one. And shift is block, like I ever use it. Oh, guys. Read the threat indicator over my head. Come on. Okay. I'm sure I have one. You guys do. Did. That's already... Whoa! Missed that. Just goes to show you even low-level wolves can be nasty. Can be a handful. Oh, you're still up. Come on, where are you? I know you survived. There we go. Wolves are terrifying in this setting. I've been up here. Huh. Oh. Have I been in the Cradle of Summer before? I think I have. I feel like I have. Deep slumber, there we go. It was added to my map, so I doubt I can... Oh, spiders. Okay. Spiders are not wolves. Spiders are not as good as wolves. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I've been here before. I've been here before. There's an in-joke you won't recognize. I mean, if my friend Rick ever watches these videos, he might recognize it, because that's his thing. I don't know if Rick watches my YouTube videos. Yep. Gold coins and a lockpick. That's probably one of the more useful treasure boxes we've encountered. Robes of the elixir. Yeah. Well, 200 gold coins isn't all that much, actually, now I think about it. What's down there? There's a stone and a map point, which I may have to do at some point for Rats are a little bit difficult either. I'm not going to pick you, raid y'all, because it'll be rat meat, and I don't feel like continuing to do that task.
These open plains, nestled where mire and rocky deserts cease, where the hungry forests end. In the bosom of the Feylands, these fields are home to the languid sky. This work, shaped by the delicate artistry of an inspired painter, is for all the peoples of all lands.
There we go. They gave me a disease. Don't give wolves an inch. They will mess you up, and they carry gold. That's interesting. How do I get up there? That is an oh, it's going to be coming out of a place somehow. Okay. Oh. Healing potion. I'm going to take that to assume we made the healing potion out of what we found rather than it was carrying an actual healing potion. Ha! A hidden wall. Which reminds me, there's some hidden walls in earlier dungeons I need to go clear. Might do that before going to Rethier. Oh. This is how we get here. Really? Oh my god. This is so powerful. Uncanny mastery over the elements. What does it get? Resistance, 30 health. What does this give me? +2 to sorcery abilities. Right now that's better. What does it look like? It's a might item. That's odd looking. Okay. Okay. Oh, I love the jumping mechanic here. It's so cool when you get it timed just right. Oh, there's another stone up over this way.
summer begins here, O mortals. And when the final winter leaves its chill breath on the stones
Completed
of your
set.
fathers and mothers, you will witness the end of days. And it will happen here, where it began, a peaceful death in the cradle.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that.
We're watching you.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. These are all Doc Alfar.
Hail. I am General Talar
No, you're
ap
Los
Gwydion,
Alfar.
former commander of the Eastern Alfar forces. Surely you're not the aide Aelin Shear promised. She spoke as if she planned to send a whole squad of soldiers, not one faceless mercenary.
Who are you?
You have the bearing of one that's seen combat, but you never fought in the war, or you would know who I am. Once I was the commander of Mel Sen Shear, the Alfar
No, I
fortress to
just
the
kind
east.
of lost all my
I held back the
memories.
Tuatha at every push before the Baelor came. Then everything fell to pieces.
Did you say Baelor?
So, she is behind this. That woman. One too many times she's meddled in my affairs, making promises she never intends to keep. Well, perhaps it is for the best. The fewer people involved in my affairs, the better. You see, misfortune follows closely at my heels. It is the lot fate has cast for me.
Okay.
The Baelor is a thing of dread, a Niskaru lord that the Tuatha managed to coerce into fighting on their behalf. Against the Tuatha I had some success, but no ordinary weapon can best the Baelor. One must fight darkness with light.
Interesting. You're Los Alfar, though.
We may be lofty, but we are not weak. Our land is cold and harsh, and we have long studied the noble arts of bow and blade. Across 1,000 battlefields, my spear paints a red masterpiece.
Wait, so you're another character that gets to use a spear when I can't. I'm squinting at you.
Mel Sen Shear is the gateway into Cluricon, but it's been under siege ever since my defeat. I failed the city once. I can't fail them again.
Okay, Rithia.
With Tuatha raiding parties along the shores,
Excuse
Rathia
me.
has the only port for safe passage across the strait. But after assisting Mel Sen Shear for so many years, the ruling council of Rathia is loath to offer more aid for what they see as a lost cause.
I mean, fighting the war on your own grounds is a terrible idea, and they're going to be next in line.
10 years ago, I served the Alfar armies, defending Cluricon and Mel Sen Shear from the Tuatha armies. Then, Witch Knight Malwyn led his Tuatha summoners against us. The fiends routed my soldiers at every turn. Now they've had Mel Sen Shear under siege for years, while I've been searching for a weapon to turn the tide.
Witch Knight is actually a really interesting title that gives me character ideas.
Earl Tusk, the tomb of the divine fang, the piercing light. With a weapon like that, I could rally the troops at Mel Sen Shear and perhaps redeem myself. They say the ruin is guarded by legions of Niskaru, led by a beast known as Azagal. Whether this is true or the stuff of legend, I don't know.
Trust me,
The years have been long since I first learned of the means that might deliver Mel Sen Shear from the Tuatha. It lies in Earl Tusk, beyond a gate fated never to be opened, in a hall awash with Niskaru. Any who seek access to the ruin must face them.
Hi!
These ruins are said to be the resting place of the Piercing Light, a spear carved from the tusk of the Niskaru Duke, Gajor. The legends say it destroys any horror, in the mind or on the battlefield. No place is more deserving of such a power as Mel Sen Shear.
No, not patriotism. What you would call patriotism. That's kind of nationalism. Also, a magic spear. This game has a major magic spear and doesn't give any way for players to fight with spears. How can you do this to me, game? I love spears. If they were more valuable in D&D, I would be using them all over the place. I mean, let's say a tabletop. Tabletop has a way of being able to make any weapon pretty valid. Oh, I want to use a spear. Oh well. How do we open the gate?
For all my years of research, I've only ever found one clue to this puzzle. When the great voices rise in song. It may refer to the Windstones scattered across the plains. They bear a striking resemblance to the stones of this ruin. But that's simply me grasping at answers.
No, I think
Take this
that's...
chime. It is said to have been taken from the ruin during its construction many centuries ago. I've tried using it on the Windstones with no luck.
Okay, so I could ask her this and she'll just give me the thing.
Long after the Arathi left our world, the mortals built these Windstones to call them back down. I've never seen them work, but, as I said before, I'm not known for my good fortune.
Okay. Cool.
The Windstones are located all across the plains.
Okay. Looks like the first one's here, though. Oh, you're not very high level. Okay, if I had this to do again, I would be taking advantage of the Fate Weavers much more. And I would, like, switch from warrior to wizard to rogue to polymath instead of just sticking to polymath. It would seem to be much more
of your actions.
interesting.
I can't believe it. The gate shifted? For all my efforts, you simply appear and make it respond.
Yeah. You couldn't do that yourself?
No one could, not even Fate Weavers. They say that fate has woven no thread to open these doors. And yet, you've done it. But we must not stop here, not when good fortune smiles upon us. The gate opens, but you must find the remaining Windstones and strike the chimes. I will stay here. The Niskara within will sense the gate weakening. Someone will need to hold them back.
Hopefully you and your...
I'll stay here and fight any Niskaru looking to sneak past us.
If then a tingle travel the length of your body, there is magic at work. Wait,
Be
what?
mindful of your actions.
That's not great. What? What's going on? What the heck just happened? This feels like it's in the... Oh no.
You have absolutely no idea what you've done, do you? Mortals always trying to take something. Thanks to you, the barrier is broken, and the magic weakens. If we do not act swiftly, the Cradle of Summer will be lost.
What happened?
The Cradle of Summer is a blessed place, and we must protect it from those that wish to make such power their own. My barrier served its purpose for many seasons, but magic everywhere has been in decline. Your disturbance of the Lore Stones destroyed the barrier. You are responsible. All of this world's power flows from the wild of Ishara, and there are places where it touches us directly. Our power comes from the single source, drifting in the air around us, a light on the surface. We protect the cradle with a magical barrier. But now that you've tainted the Lore Stones, I must sacrifice my own power to replace what was lost.
I will help
Then
restore.
come. I will restore the barrier at the font, but you must protect me. The Wild Fae will be here soon. This is the chance they've been waiting for. Farewell.
Okay, so wait. This is not the same quest. This is not related to the... This is me when I went to the Lore Stones. Apparently, this is unrelated. There's... just end this quicker. Oh, wow, these guys are resilient. You're gray. I might not have enough fate. Oh good, level up. Oh. Oh, there's more. This is where I kind of wish I still had my skills, my weapon skills. Oh, what the hell? Oh, there's two of them. Oh, now there's three of them. I mean, now there's still two of them. Ah. Great. That's a lot of gold coins.
I am so weary, but it is done, and the cradle is safe once more. You have done what is right, and I am pleased to give you this talisman as a symbol of my thanks. Perhaps the first one spoke the truth, that the fonts are running dry, that things are finite after all. For that is how I feel at this moment, drained of all life, an odd sensation, this dying. Maybe there is something to mortality after all.
Oh, please don't do that. Ooh. Okay. Press the lock picking up. Could press the alchemy up. Press the mercantile up, but I'm not sure how much. What is this? That might be sagecraft. Already really good at that. Oh wow, it's well past time for a new video, so give me a moment.